Math 107 online. This introductory video is to give you a guided tour through our Moodle course so that you will know where everything is and what to expect as we work our way through the semester. I will make a separate video to introduce you to the MyLab Math product for homework. So I'm at the login page for Moodle. I'm going to go ahead and click login. And I'm going to choose Math 107 Section 2. And this is our Moodle site. Welcome. So let's start at the syllabus and other documents folder. If we click in there, we have the syllabus, the registration handout for MyLab, and the online schedule by week. So let's go through each of these briefly. I won't look at the whole thing, I'll leave you to read it on your own, but we'll just do a brief introduction. So start with the online schedule by week. This is an overview or a bird's eye view of the entire semester in this document. So you can see I have, for every week, I have a row where I tell you what textbook sections to read or watch the videos for, what instructor videos to watch, what MyLab homework to complete, and any other stuff that's due that week. This last column that says integrated review assignments, this is only for students enrolled in Math 003 as a co-requisite. If you are not enrolled in Math 003, you can ignore this column. And if you are, you have these additional assignments to work on each week. So you can see test weeks are labeled, and that's the whole semester at a glance. Jump back to Moodle. Take a quick look at the syllabus. It's an online class, no required meetings. I am always available. I'm on campus a lot. You can reach me via email, and we can set up a Zoom appointment to talk if you have questions or just want to check in. Office hours are by appointment. There's a link to sign up for my office hours in Moodle. I'll show you that when we go back. And the online office hours are via Zoom. And then I also have some on-campus office hours if you happen to be on campus. Textbook and materials. What's required is a MyLab Math access code. Those can be purchased at the bookstore, or they can be purchased directly from the Pearson website. It is cheaper if you buy it directly through the Pearson website, significantly cheaper. But if you want to use financial aid, you do need to go through the bookstore. And access to MyLab comes with an electronic version of the course text, so you do not need to buy an additional book. The access code is sufficient. And then also you need some kind of graphing technology. I recommend the free software GeoGebra. You can download it onto your computer, or Desmos. Many students are familiar with Desmos, so you can use that too if you like that. Okay, let's jump ahead a little bit. What you can expect from class. The class is run entirely online. Components of the course are accessed via Moodle and via MyLab Math. Each week, which will run from Wednesday to Tuesday. So first day of the week is Wednesday, last day of the week is Tuesday. You're responsible for working through approximately 3 lessons, and working through a lesson means doing each of the following. Watch the lesson demo video and take notes in the posted course packet or a notebook. When we go back into Moodle, I will show you where the course packets are. Work through the lesson activity that follows the demo in the course packet, and then check your answers, which are in the packet as well, as you work, and watch all or part of the lesson activity or video if necessary. So if you work through the activities, you get all the answers right, you do not need to watch the video. But if you get stuck, you can't get an answer that's in the packet, watch the video. Read the course text as needed, and then complete the homework assignment for the lesson in MyLab Math. Additionally, after working through each week's lessons, you should post any questions, insight, points of confusion, or connections that you have made in the weekly discussion forum. The exact assignments due each week are laid out in the weekly course schedule that we just looked at, and in each week's Moodle checklist. I will show you those when we go back to Moodle. So you should be prepared to spend about 12 hours per week on this course at minimum. Good time management is essential. Work on your assignments every day rather than leaving them to the last minute. Follow the weekly course schedule closely. Seek help as soon as you start to experience trouble. A little note about prerequisites. Some students may be enrolled in this class with a Math 003 co-requisite. Okay. If you are concurrently enrolled in Math 003, you will have access to an additional set of assignments, the integrated review assignments in MyLab Math. Those are assignments that you should work on in the Math Studio during your scheduled Math 003 meeting times. You can work on those assignments and or your regular course assignments, whatever is going to be most helpful to you. Here's a list of resources that are available to you. If you have any accommodations like extended testing time or anything like that, please let me know as soon as possible. Your grade, 5% from your weekly discussion forums. You must post at least once a week to earn full credit for discussion forums. Classwork/participation is 5%. So that is measured by the number of items you check off in the Moodle checklists. So again, I'll show you the checklists when we go back to Moodle. You just check off what you've done. It is entirely self-reported based on the percentage of tasks that you check off, but I do reserve the right to ask to see evidence of completion at any time. 25% of your grade is homework in MyLab Math. 25% is a large portion of your grade. This is intended to be a grade boost, okay? Homework is meant to bring your grade up because you can work on homework as many times as it takes to get it right or wrong, to get it right. So there is no penalty for getting it wrong too many times. You can work with a tutor. You can work in the Math Studio. I expect that your homework grade should be a 100, and that will be a huge boost to your overall grade. Okay. You can also work on homework late. There's a small late penalty. It's 10% flat penalty. It doesn't matter how late it is on the unfinished portion of the assignment. Okay. So you can always go back and bring your homework grade up to at least a 90. Okay. So you can always go back and do homework. It's always worth it to go back and do missed homework assignments. They will boost your grade. Finally, we have 3 exams and a final exam. They are completed in Moodle. You're allowed to use some resources, but you're not allowed to consult other people in any way. And you're allowed to use any resource other than people that does not solve the problem or any part of the problem for you. So any AI-like resource is not allowed. And then lastly, final exam. Again, you'll complete it in Moodle. It's cumulative, covers the entire semester. Makeup policy, I did mention homework can be submitted late for 10% penalty, can always be submitted late. Checklist items can always be checked off late with no penalty. Makeup exams are generally not given. If you miss an exam, you typically receive a 0 on it. Of course, there are exceptions to that policy due to extraordinary circumstances like a severe illness, hazardous weather, etc., etc. Just you need to reach out to me and we will figure out a solution if any of those types of things happen. Okay, so jumping back to Moodle. I'm not going to go through the registration instructions for MyLab right now because I will do a separate video on MyLab. So if we scroll down in Moodle a bit, you can see the first block is course resources. We have course lesson packets that were referred to several times in the syllabus. So we click that open. We have a blank version and a filled in version of every packet. So a blank version you open and you will see it's a packet where you can take notes on the lessons. So there are videos for every lesson going through each of these problems where you'll take notes. And then after the demo, so it starts with a set of preview exercises. These are like kind of warm up review type problems. There are videos for those. Then there is a demo video. This is like the lecture portion of class. You should watch the video and take notes. Then there is a lesson activity. These you should try on your own after you finish the demo and check the answers as you go. So you'll see if you keep scrolling to the end of the activity, there are answers. And if there's a problem that you can't seem to get the correct answer to, you can watch the video or part of the video as needed. So that is the structure of every class via the packets. Then there's also a filled in version of the packet that will just save you a little bit of time writing if you just want to look at something really quickly. Oh, it's taking a long time to download. Here it is. So now you can see these are just all my filled in versions with the answers and the work for all the problems. So those are the course lesson packets. Then we have the course lesson videos. This opens a YouTube playlist of all the lessons for the semester. Every lesson has a preview exercises video, a demo, and a set of activities. Whole semester's already up there. MyLab Math, this is just a link to MyLab, and again, I will make a separate video for MyLab. Math Studio, this is for a place where you can go for math help. There are on-campus and virtual hours. The virtual Math Studio is available at this link, and the on-campus studio is in North 402. Then this is a link to my office hours. You can click here to book an appointment for office hours. Then there's the peer tutoring website and other resources. In there is just a link to download GeoGebra and some instruction sheets for GeoGebra. Okay, so that's everything in the course resources. Let's close that. And then each week of the course has a block. And in each block, it starts with a to-do list. So you click on the to-do list. Your version will have little checkboxes next to these where you can check things off as you do them. And again, these checklists are part of your grade. 5% of your grade is your classwork/participation, and I measure that by how many of these items you check off in your checklists. So use your checklists, check off things as you do them. Anything that you need to complete the to-do list will either be up here in the course resources block or right underneath the checklist. So we are working through the course intro video right now. I will make a separate video for MyLab, and then we have the discussion forum for week 1. And that is sort of the structure for almost every week. Open a week, and there is a to-do list, and anything you need to complete it is right beneath. Okay. And then our first test, you can see, is the week of February 14th. There's some information about the test. There is a warm-up test so that you can practice completing things in Moodle, and then the test itself and a discussion forum. So that is the general structure for the class. Let's see, last thing I would like to show you is where to find your grades. When you're in Moodle, you can just click over here on grades. And let's go to... Your grader report will just pop right up. You don't have to do all of this stuff. I just want to see mine. Caitlin Worth. Oh, well. All right. Well, anyways, that's where you find your grades. Is in this little tab right here. Click it. You'll see your grades there. That's it. That is the whole structure for the class. Please reach out if you have any questions. Let's have a great semester.